In this part, we want to work on important ideas in SAT and related problems of AMC, AME. We want to work on these 7 ideas. And for each of them, we want to solve, for example, look remainders when dividing 2 polynomials. There are 2 ways, long division and a shortcut, ideas and formulas in coordinate geometry that are useful, average, mean, mod, sum, relationship between them, graph and important points, replacement, similar equation, basic ideas in polynomials, complex numbers, and rationalizing. And for example, from each idea, this idea we solve a SAT problem. And for example, here there are 3 AMC problems. Here again, a SAT problem and AMC 12B. 2019 problem in coordinate geometry, average, mean, mod, sum. We have a problem from SAT, we have problem from AMC 10B 2019, also we have problem from AMC 2022. And if you want to learn other ideas and other similar problems, if you want to prepare yourself for this exam, as I said before, feel free to send message my WhatsApp number in the description and comments. Okay, let's work on this problem. Remainders when dividing 2 polynomials. For this part, let me teach you some ideas, then we can solve this SAT problem and these 3 AMC problems. 2 of them are for 2022, one of them 2021, and in many other exams that this idea used. The idea is what? Let's first divide 2 numbers. For example, 23 by 7. It will be what when you want to find remainder? It will be 3 times 7, 21, and the remainder is 2. Sometimes, for example, you see a problem, x cubed minus 3x squared plus 4x plus 5, and you want to find the remainder when you divide this one by, for example, x minus 1. If you want to do that, one way is to divide like this. You write, we call it long division, minus 3x squared plus 4x plus 5, and we divide it by x minus 1. What term should we write here? X squared, it will be x cubed minus x squared. Then you subtract, it will be minus, it will be plus, so it will be cancelled. Negative 3x squared plus x squared, negative 2x squared plus 4x plus 5. And then replace negative 2x. It will be negative 2x squared plus 2x. And the sign will be changed because we want to consider plus minus, we subtract. This one will be cancelled, 4x minus 2x, 2x plus 5. And in last part, I place 2, it will be 2x minus 2. 2x minus 2, it will be minus, it will be plus. So 5 plus 2, 7. The remainder is 7. So, one way is this, to find remainder 7. Now I want to tell you a shortcut. An equivalent term here is that you say 23 equal to what times what plus what? 7 times 3 plus 2. Okay? You multiply these 2 terms plus remainder, it will be this. Here also, if we do the same thing, x cubed minus 3x squared plus 4x plus 5, x cubed minus 3x squared plus 4x plus 5, we can say it is equal to x minus 1 times this, x squared minus 2x plus 2. X squared minus 2x plus 2 we multiply and plus 7 here. And the remainder is 7. Here we have one condition for remainder. Remainder always is between what 2 numbers should be at least 0 and strictly less than absolute value of divisor. Okay, and in general, we can say if you divide a by b, it will be a equal to bq plus r, which a is here, b is here, q is here, and the remainder r is here. For example, here you can write bq, subtract. And r has what property? At least 0, less than strictly less than absolute value of b. Here our condition is what? Suppose it is a of x, we divide it by b of x in general. Again, we have quotient q of x plus r of x. Remainder here is 7. And the condition is what? Degree of r of x, the only condition, is less than degree of b of x. And this part is so much useful in all problems of these types. We use this and we can easily solve. Now, here I want to see if I don't want to use this long division, how can I find the remainder? So here you want to divide by x minus 1. We do what? You consider x minus 1 0. If it's of x minus 1 it was anything, you should consider that. You consider b of x equal to 0. And then you calculate a of x under this condition. Why? Because if x minus 1 0, then this part equal to 7, because this part will be 0. Okay? Because this part will be 0, then a of x will be equal to r of x. When x minus 1 equal to 0, x is 1. And here it will be what? It will be 1 minus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Let's calculate. 1 minus 3, negative 2. 4 plus 5, 9. 9 minus 2, 7. So it is the remainder. Here, without dividing, I've only considered b of x, the divisor, equal to 0, and I've calculated dividend. I've calculated dividend a of x under this condition, and then you can find remainder is what? Okay, so it is the most important idea here. For example, if you want to learn, if you want to solve more problems from this idea, as I said before, feel free to send message on my WhatsApp number in the description comments. So the easiest problem is this sad problem. Let's see. It says for a polynomial p of x, the value of p of 3 is negative 2. So let's see. If you divide, because when you want to find division, for example, the remainder when divided by x minus 3, you consider p of 3. Let's see why. Suppose I want to divide p of x by x minus 3. So it will be this times q of x plus r of x. And because degree of r of x is less than, we said, let me write here first r of x, degree of r of x less than degree of x minus 3, which is 1. So degree of r of x is 0. And because degree of r of x 0 it is a constant. So p of x equal to x minus 3 qx plus r. Now if we replace x with 3, p3 equal to r. Okay? And this r is what? Negative 2. So which choice is correct? X minus 3, the remainder when p of x is divided by x minus 3 is negative 2. Okay, this one was so much easy. In these problems, again, this problem of AMC 12B 2021 is easier. These two problems are a bit harder. So I will solve this one, and if you wanted to, I solved these two problems in my previous videos. I released all solutions, whole solutions of, or we can say full solutions of 12A 2022 and 12B 2022. So you can use those videos also if you wanted to solve more problems, if you wanted to learn, because it has one more technique. If you want to learn that, as I said before, feel free to send message or WhatsApp number in the description comments. So let's focus on solving this problem. Okay, again here, when we want to solve this, I said you should do what? P of x equal to 0. So here, which term should be equal to 0? We want to find what? The problem says let q of z and r of z be the unique polynomial such that this, and let me tell you, when you solve this one, q and r will be unique, like the division when we divide numbers. Q and r are unique. So it is division. And the degree of r is less than 2, means the degree of r is less than p of z. What is r of z? We want to find remainder. So here, a of z is this. We divide by this. Q is quotient. So this one is dividend. Z to the 2021 plus 1. This one is divisor. This one is quotient. And this one is remainder. Now I should consider divisor equal to 0. The first and basic idea is to consider divisor is 0. I said we have one more idea. If you want to learn that, feel free to send message to my WhatsApp number in the description and comments. Okay. So when it is 0, z squared equal to negative z minus 1 or negative z minus 1. Now let's calculate z cubed. We multiply both sides by z, negative z squared minus z. Again, I replace z squared with negative z minus 1. So it will be negative z minus 1 minus negative z negative 1 is plus 1 minus. It will be cancelled, so we've concluded that z cubed is 1. Now I should calculate this part to find the remainder. Z to the 2021 plus 1. Because we know z cubed is 1. Z 2021, if we want to find 2021 when divided by 3, I want to see how many z cubed do we have and what is the remainder. We can write it, let's first write it as z, the remainder, if we add digits 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5. When we want to find remainder when divided by 3, we add, consider addition of digits. 2 plus 1, 5, so we can, remainder is 2. So we write z 2019 times z squared plus 1. And z 2019 is z cubed to the power of what? 673. Let me write it again. 673 times z squared plus 1. Z cubed is what? Is 1. So this one will be 1. It will be z squared plus 1. Z squared was what? Negative z minus 1 plus 1. Okay. So 1 and negative 1 will be cancelled and the answer will be negative z. Choice A. Okay. It was an important idea we've used in this problem. So do this one as homework 1 and do this one as homework 2. As I told you, if you want to learn other ideas, if you want to solve more problems, if you want to learn other technique, one more technique in this idea, feel free to send message to my WhatsApp number in the description and comments. Okay, next idea, ideas and formulas in coordinate geometry. So let me tell you important ideas. If you have 2 points, let me add a page. Sometimes we have 2 points. We want to find their distance. For example, we have a point P and Q, x1, y1, x2, y2. Suppose the distance is d. D is what? Square root of, by Pythagorean theorem, you can easily prove x squared minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Okay, if you want to find slope of this line, we call it S, it will be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x. If we want to write equation of this line, we can consider 1 point y minus y1 equal to S times x minus x1. This is equation of this line. Okay. Sometimes we want to find the distance of a point to this line. Okay. So suppose this point is x0, y0, and this line equation of this line is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So the distance of this d here equal to absolute value of ax0. You plug in x0, y0 in this equation, by0 plus c over square root of a squared plus b squared. Okay. And now, suppose we have 2 lines and we want to find distance between these 2 lines. two parallel lines. Because if the lines intersect each other, we don't have any distance. Distance will change. Because it is 9 and these two lines are parallel, we can say it is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Next one is ax plus by plus c prime 0. When the two lines are parallel, you can divide to reach a and b. For this, only c and c prime change. So the distance, suppose here distance again is d, distance is c minus c prime over square root of a squared plus b squared. Next part. We said this one, this one, this one. Equation of the circle. When we have a circle, suppose the radius is x, their center is x0, y0, and suppose the radius is r, so it will be x minus x0 squared plus y minus y0 squared equal to r squared. Okay, lines, parallel lines, distances, these things, and when we have 2 points, A and B, so sometimes we want to find mid and coordinate of mid. Suppose here it's x1, y1, x2, y2. And then coordinates of M is what? Is x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. And the next part, sometimes general case of this. Sometimes, for example, we have A and B here, and we have a point P. That this one, for example, is X, this one, for example, is T, this one is KT. And it is X1, Y1, X2, Y2. We want to find coordinates of M in terms of X1, X2, Y1, Y2, and K. Okay, the ratio is K. For example, here the ratio is 1. And we have this. We have a general case. So try this one as homework. It will be homework 3. And let me know. You can feel free to send a message on my WhatsApp number if you wanted to learn this or and wanted to learn more ideas. I told you some important ideas, and now we can focus on solving this problem of SAT, which is easy, and then also this problem of AMC 12B 2019. Okay. It says what? In the xy plane, point PR lies on the line with equation this. So because this point lies on these lines, so it satisfies this condition, this equation. So y is what here? R. We can write R equal to x is what? P plus P. Okay, we've considered this. The point with coordinates 2P and 5R lies on the line with equation y equal to 2x plus b. Y is what? 5r. 2x, 2 times 2p, 4p plus b. And then it says if p is not 0, what is the value of r over p? So we want to find relationship between r and p, so we don't like b. So we should get rid of that. How can we get rid of that? By subtracting. 5r minus r, 4r. 4p minus p, 3p. And then it says r over p is what? So look, 3p, if we cross multiply here, 3, 4r. 3 over 4. So the answer is B. This problem was easy. Let's solve a problem from coordinate geometry. It helps you. That is a bit harder. It says points A and B lie on circle omega in the plane. Suppose that the tangent line to omega at A and B intersect at the point on the x-axis. What's the area of omega? Okay. So suppose The figure should not be accurate. Can be like we want to understand. Intuitively, the problem is what A is around 613. So it will be some point like this, and 13, it is A. B will be some point like this, okay. And it says we have a circle omega, so you can consider something like this. We can draw a circle that satisfies this. For example, it will be something like this one, okay. And then it says what? It says, let me draw the things like this. They intersect like this. Okay, somehow the figure looks like this. We have P. It says the tangent line to omega at A and B intersect at a point on the x-axis. Now I want to find coordinates of P. Y coordinate of P is 0. Suppose x coordinate of P is, for example, this point is. We can call this point, for example, W, or because we have omega, let's write it as C. Now, first I want to find C. PA equal to PB, these two lengths, is a famous thing when we draw two tangents. So PA squared equal to PB squared. PA, I told you the formula of distances here. D equal to x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So here we can say PA is what? C minus 6 squared, PA squared, plus 13 minus 0 squared, 13 squared, equal to PB squared, C minus 12 squared, plus 11 squared. Okay, so C squared minus 12C plus 36 plus 169 equal to C squared minus 24C plus 144 plus 121. C squared will be cancelled. Negative 24C, if we take it to left side, it will be 24C minus 12C will be 12C equal to 144 plus 6 is 562. It's 265. And this part is 5, 1, it's 0, 2. 265 minus 205, which will be 60. So C will be 5. Okay, now it says what is the area of omega. So if you want to find area of omega, we have lots of different solutions. One solution is that we know, for example, if we show this part here, suppose B is this part, A is this part, O is here. It is OP lies on perpendicular bisector. These two things are equal. I want to find OA. So before that, I should find O. I want to find radius. So one important thing is when we have, or let me write OB, both of them are okay. It is 90 degree, okay? So if I want to find O, it is intersection of PO and intersection of BO. So we should find equation of these two lines, BO, PO. How can we find? For PO, we know coordinates of P, and we know slope because it is perpendicular to AB. For BO, again, we know PO, slope of PO, PO is perpendicular to that, and also we know coordinates of P. So let's find coordinates of PO and BO, then we can find O, and when we can find O, we can find distance OB, and we can solve the problem. So let's first focus on finding equation of PO. For finding equation of PO, we should find slope of that. Slope of AB is what? Slope of AB is 13 minus 11 over 6 minus 12. 13 minus 11 is 2, 6 minus 12 is negative 6, negative 1/3. It is S of AB. So S of PO will be what? With the product when they are perpendicular to each other, the product is negative 1. So it is 3. And we know coordinate S of PO, slope of PO is 3. So then the product is negative 1. We know also coordinates of P. P is what? 5 and 0. So we can find equation of PO. It will be y minus 0 equal to 3 times x minus 5. So for this one, y equal to 3x minus 15. It's the first equation. Now let's focus on what? On BO. For BO, let me add a page. Okay, for BO, equation of B is, coordinates of B is 12, 11. And we want to find slope of BO, so we should find slope of PB. Slope of PB. P is this, B is this. So 11 minus 0. I told you if you want to find slope, it will be what? y2 minus y1, x2 over x2 minus x1. So y2 minus y1 is 11 minus 0. x2 minus x1, 12 minus 5. So it will be 11 over 7. Now, slope of OB, which is perpendicular, is negative 7 over 11. Then the product will be negative 1. And equation of BO will be y minus 11 equal to negative 7 over 11 times x minus 12. Okay, it is second equation. Now I want to find their intersection to find coordinates of O. So from 1 and 2, instead of y, we replace it with 3x minus 15 minus 11, negative 7 over 11, x minus 12. So it will be 3x minus 26 equal to negative 7 over 11, x minus 2. When you multiply by 11, it will be 33x minus 11 times 26, which will be 68286, minus 7x plus 84, okay? Negative 7, 33, 40x equal to 286 plus 84. 4 plus 6, 10. We have 1. 8, 8, 16 plus 1, 17. We have 1. 1 plus 2, 3. We divide both sides by 10 and x equal to 37 over 4. It is x of what? X of O. Y of O is what? Is 3x minus 15. Here we had 3xO minus 15. So it will be 3 times 37 over 4 minus 15. So it will be 4. Let's use common denominator. 3 times 7, 21. We have 2. 3 times 3, 9. Plus 2, 11. Minus 60. So it will be 51 over 4. So coordinates of O will be 37 over 4 and 51 over 4. Coordinates of B was what? 12, 11. And now, if you want to find radius, OB or radius, equal to distance of these two numbers. So let's consider r squared first. Again, we use the distance. 37 over 4. Or 12 minus 37 over 4. squared plus 51 over 4 minus 11 squared. It will be what? It will be 48 minus 37 whole squared plus 51 minus 44 over 4 whole squared. 48 minus 37, it's 11 over 4 whole squared plus 51 over 44, 7 over 4 whole squared. So it will be what? It will be 1 to 1 plus, we can use common denominator, 16 plus 7 squared, 49. So it will be what? 49, 9 plus 1, 10. We have 1, 4 plus 2, 6 plus 1, 7, 1 over 16. So it will be what? R squared. If you simplify, it will be 85 over 4. And we don't need to calculate R. Why? Because we want to calculate area of this circle. It will be pi R squared. Pi times this. So 85 pi over, here, sorry. When we divide by 2, it will be 16 divided by 2, 8. So when we multiply, it will be 85 pi over 8, choice C. Okay, it was a problem of coordinate geometry, which was so much harder than SAT problem, but solving these problems helps you to solve easily SAT problems and also prepare for other exams that are important. It was second idea. Third idea, it is related to average, mean, mod, sum. SAT. If x is the average, so when you have average, let me tell you something. It will be x plus x1 plus x2 to xn over n equal to average or mean. So it will be what? X1 to xn sum over n if you have n variables. So sum equal to n times average. It is so much important. Now let's see. It says if x is the average of m and 9, we have two values. So m plus 9 over 2 is x. So we can say m plus 9 equals 2x. Y is the average of 2m and 15. So 2m plus 15. Y is average, so it will be 2y. Z is the average of 3m and 18. So it will be 2z. 2z. What's the average of x plus y? X, y, and z. So we should find their sum first for finding x plus y plus z. Then we divide. If we add all these three things, 3m plus 2m, 5m plus m, 6m. 9 plus 18, 27. 37, 42. Equal to 2 times x plus y plus z. Now I want to find average, so I want to calculate x plus y plus z over 3. So I should divide both sides by 6. So it will be m plus 7. So the answer is choice B. Okay. We have also another problem related to these things in AMC 2022. And there are some problems that also work on all of them. If you want to learn those problems, if you want to solve harder problems, or if you want to learn important ideas in SAT and other exams, as I said before, feel free to send message to my WhatsApp number in the description and comments. Let's solve this problem of AMC 10, B 2019. This is what is the sum of all real numbers x for which the median of the numbers is n. X, 4, 6, 8, 17, and x is equal to the mean of those 5 numbers. Okay, so first we should consider median. This is equal to the mean. Mean is easy, but for median we should consider cases because it depends on x and it can change. So let's consider all cases. Here mean is what is for let's consider first median. Median it can be, for example, if x is large, median will be 8. Okay. So median can be 8. If x is, let's consider places of 4, 6, 8, 17. I want to consider places. Let me write them with more space. Okay. Okay. 4, 6, 8, 17. Okay. Now, x can be here, or x less than 4, between less than or equal 4, between 4, 6, between 6, 8, between 8, 17, and greater than 17. And I want to calculate median in each case. If it is here, median 1, 2, 1, 2 is 6. If it is here, then median 2, 2 again is 6. If it is here, median is x. If it is here, median is what? 17x, 4, 6, it is 8. If it is here, median is what? Median is 8 again. Okay. Now, mean is what? Mean is always same. It is 4 plus 6 plus 7, 8 plus 17 plus x all over what? All over 5. 4 plus 6 is 10, 8, 18, 25, 35. 35 plus x over 5. Okay, or 7 plus x over 5. Now, let's consider case. Case 1, median is 6. So 6 equal to 7 plus x over 5. So -1 is x over 5. So x is -5, which satisfies this because -5 is here. Okay, so we found 1x. Next case, median is x. X equal to 7 plus x over 5. We can multiply by 5, 5x minus x, 4x, 5 times 7, 35. So x equal to 35 over 4, which will be 8 point something. So in what case is this? 8 point something. But here we will see it is not between 6 and 8. It is here. And if it is here, the median will be 8. So this one is impossible. 3. If median is 8, 8 equal to 7 plus x over 5. So 1 here, x equals 5. Okay, so x5, the median is 8. Under what condition? X should be at least 8. But x is 5, impossible. Okay? And so the only answer is -5. So it's the sum of all possible values of x. The answer is a -5. So let's see. Let's say this one. Okay. Let's consider next one. Graph and important points. Let's solve first SAT problem. Also, this problem is a bit harder, but again, it is related to graph. It says what? The function f of x is this, x cubed minus x squared minus x minus 11 over 4 is graphed in the xy plane above if k is a constant such that the equation f of x equal k has 3 real solutions. Which of the following could be the value of k? Okay, let's see. Then it says we want 3 f of x equal to k. If k is here, we have only one intersection. It is not good. K here, one solution. K here, 1, 2 solutions, not good. K here, it's good, 3 solutions. K here, again bad, 2 solutions. Here, it's bad. So, the only good way is from this point to this point. The y coordinates of them are good, except these 2 points. Okay, so we should find y coordinates of these 2 points. Between them, strictly all numbers are good. So how can we find coordinates of these 2 points? We call them turning points. And what's the property of turning points to be able to quickly calculate them? The property is that if you draw a tangent line on these 2 points, it will be horizontal. So f prime of x will be 0. If we calculate f prime of x, it will be 3x squared minus 2x minus 1. It is equal to 0. And by quadratic equation, it will be 2 plus minus square root of 4 minus 4ac, which is 12 over 2 times 3, 6. So it will be 2 plus minus 4 plus 12, 16. Square root of that is 4 over 6. So it will be 6 over 6, which is 1. And negative 1/3, negative 2 over 6, negative 1/3. X coordinates of these 2 points we found. Negative 1/3 is for this one, and 1 is for this one point. Now I want to find y coordinate of these 2 points. F of 1 is what? Is 1 minus 1, 0, minus 1, minus 11 fourths. Okay, so it will be 4 minus 11 minus 15. F of negative 1/3, it will be what? It will be negative 1 over 27 minus 1 over 9 plus 1/3 minus 11 fourths. So if we calculate 4 times 27, 4 times 7, 8, 28, we have 2. 4 times 2, 8 plus 2, 10, 108. Then here it will be negative 4. Here it will be negative 4 times 3, negative 12. Here it will be 4 times 9, 36. Here it will be negative 11 times 27. Okay, 27, 27, 297. Okay, so negative 16 plus 36 is 20. 20 minus this minus 277 over 108. Okay, so it is around what? Negative 2 point something. And here it is around what? Negative 3 point something. So it should be, K should be from what to what? It's greater than negative 15 over 4 and less than negative 277 over 108. So it is around negative 2 point something. Here negative 3 point something. And which of these choices satisfy this? Which of these these four choices satisfy greater than negative 3 point something, less than negative 2 point something? Choice D. Okay. Now let's solve one more problem with drawing graph, important points on graph. It says, how many ordered pairs of real numbers xy satisfy the following system of equations? X plus 3y equal to 3, absolute value of x minus absolute value of x minus absolute value of y equal to 1. Oh, sorry, the problem I wanted, because here you can solve it without graph, so try to solve it as homework. Let me tell you, the problem I wanted to solve was what? Related to graphs. It was this problem from AMC 2021 Fall 10A. Problem 14. It says how many ordered pairs xy of real numbers satisfy the following system of equations. Okay, x squared plus 3y equal to 9 and absolute value of x plus absolute value of y minus 4 whole squared equal to 1. The choices are 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. Here we should use graph. So let me write the equations. Okay, I wrote this. Now from here, what can we conclude? When something is squared, x, for example, t squared is 1. T can be what numbers? T can be plus minus 1 in, for we have these two values here. Here we can say absolute value of x plus absolute value of y minus 4 equal to plus minus 1. So we can conclude absolute value of x, we can add 4 both sides, 4 plus 1, 5, 4 minus 1, 3. Okay, so we should draw these two functions. And the problem says what? It says how many xy satisfy these systems of equations? This system of equations. Okay. I want to draw first x plus y equal to 5, absolute value of x plus y equal to 5. For this part, because both of them are greater than or equal to 0, x plus y will be at equal to 5. So if you draw that function, it will be something like this. For this part, So let me write here x plus y equal to 5. It is y, it is x. For this part, x is negative, so y minus x is 5. Okay, so y is x plus 5. It will be this. If you draw for this part, both of them are negative. So negative x negative y equal to 5, or x plus y equal to negative 5. Here it is 5, here it is 5, here it is negative 5. So for x plus 5, negative 5, we have this part. And last part, it will be this. Why? Because here, x is positive, y is negative. X minus y equal to 5. Okay. Now in next part, I want to solve for 3. For 3, we have again same thing, like this. 3, we connect all 3 and negative 3's. 3, 3, negative 3, negative 3. And now, here, x squared plus 3y equal to 9. X squared plus 3y equal to 9. So let's solve this one by red. So 3y equal to what? Minus x squared plus 9. So y equal to what? Minus x squared over 3 plus 3. So because it is negative, it opens down. And this coordinate is what? 0, 3. The vertex, the turning point. It will be this. Okay, and if you replace x3 here, it will be negative 9 over 3, negative 3 plus 3, 0. If you replace negative 3, again, it will be 0. So this graph passes through these 2 points. Okay, and it opens up, down. So how many points are there that satisfy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So the answer is which choice? The answer is choice D, 5. Here. So we can write choice D as an answer. Okay. Let's see how many ideas are left here. Replacement, similar equation. There are some techniques you can solve this sad problem. You can replace y in terms of write y in terms of x and replace and easily solve this problem. It's a bit harder from AME 2 2023. I released the solutions, full solutions of AME 2 and AME 1 2023. Also use some, also AMC all last exams of American mathematics competition, AMC, AME, use some. You can use that also if you want to solve more problems. As I said before, feel free to send message to my WhatsApp number in the description comments. And we have 2 more ideas in this part. Basic ideas in polynomials. When 2 polynomials are equal for more than number of roots, then all related coefficients are equal. Because I want to finish the video at this place, if you can do these things as homework, and if you had question, as I said before, or wanted to solve harder problem, or wanted to learn background idea to be able to solve harder problems, you can send message to my WhatsApp number. But let me tell you something. Let's here solve this problem with replacement because it's easy. Y equal to 3x minus 12. Pause the video and try first on your own. 8 to the x is 2 to the 3x over 2 to the y. So I replace y with 3x minus 12, so it will be 2 to the 3x over 2 to the 3x minus 12. So it will be 2 to the 12. 2 to the 3x will be cancelled and negative. When it goes to numerator, it will be positive. So it will be choice A. And as I said, you can solve this problem as homework. And I release the solution of this. You can solve it with replacement also. When you see similar equations like this, subtraction can be so much useful. Okay, subtraction. And let me tell you another thing. Basic ideas in polynomials. If you see, for example, suppose a(n)(xn) plus a1x plus a0. It has n roots, okay, in complex numbers. It has exactly n roots when the degree is n. So maybe some of them are equal in complex numbers. And for example, if the roots are R1, R2, for example, Vieta's formula can be useful. But if the roots are R1, R2 to Rn, you can write it like this. And the other thing, if for more than n values it is equal to 0, then all ai's are 0. If, for example, suppose it is f of x, if f of x equal to 0 for more than n values of x, then an equal to a1 equal to a0 equal to 0. Because it has exactly n roots, it cannot have more than n roots unless all coefficients equal to 0. The other thing, suppose f of x equal to g of x, and suppose degree of f is n without loss of generality, suppose degree of g is greater than equal degree of g equal to n. So if this equality, if it holds for more than n values, then they are completely equal. You can prove it by this. You can prove it as homework, or if you had question, feel free to send message to my WhatsApp number in the description comments. M equal to n, and for example, if coefficients here are a0 plus a1x, and so on, and here it is b0 plus b1x plus this, then also we conclude a0 equal to b0, a1 equal to b1 up to an equal to bn, because m equal to n. They should be completely equal. And here, if we multiply by both sides by ax minus 2, both sides will be a polynomial. And because it says it's true for all values of x, that is not 2 over a. So it means what? The degree is 2 when you multiply by ax minus 2. When it is equal, these two polynomials equal for more than 2 values, then all related coefficients are equal. So we can multiply by ax minus 2, so 24x squared plus 25x minus 47 equal to negative 8x plus minus 3, ax minus 2, and minus 53. Okay, now related coefficients are equal. For example, coefficients of x squared is what? Here, 24. Here is what? Negative 8a. Okay, and here we conclude a equal to negative 3 if we divide both sides by 8. So the answer is B. We don't need, if also we can write coefficients of x. For example, let's write coefficients of x. Left side will be 25, right side will be negative 8 times negative 2, 16, negative 3a. So 25 minus 16 is 9, 9 equal to negative 3a, so a equal to negative 3. And constant term, and we will see again, we will reach same result if we consider constant term, negative 47 equal to 6 minus 43, which is always correct. So a equal to negative 3 was another one. And rationalizing here, when you see complex numbers, there are also more complex numbers problems that you can solve like this, and you should learn polar form. And when you want to draw xy plane, we had this also in Ross summer program, one of the most prestigious exams. Summer camps like SUMAC, which is for Stanford. If you want to learn how to work with complex numbers, important ideas that are useful for applying university and all other things, feel free to send message to my WhatsApp number in the description comments here. When we want to rationalize, it says what? We can write it as a plus bi. We want to see it is what? 3 minus 2i. When we want to rationalize, we multiply by 3 plus 2i over 3 plus 2i, and it will be 1. And we know that a, because here we have a and b, x minus y times x plus y. This identity is so much useful. X squared minus y squared. And here it will be 8 minus I times this, 8 times 3, 24, 8 times 2i, 16i minus 3i plus 2. And then here it will be 3 squared minus 2i squared. So it will be 2i squared will be negative 4, 9 plus 4 minus minus 4, 13, 24 plus 2, 26 plus 13i. So it will be 2 plus I So a equal to 2 because it is a plus bi. A equals 2 and b equals 1. Okay, and the homework I want to tell you to rationalize is try to rationalize. Rationalize means get rid of, like for example, square roots, anything like that in the denominator. 1 over square root of 2 plus square root of 3 plus 1. Okay, try to rationalize this as homework. Also, we have some bit harder problems, and there are around, I can say, in each topic, 40, 50 important formulas and ideas, geometry, combinatorics, algebra, and number theory. If you want to learn them, feel free to send message to my WhatsApp number in the description and comments. Okay, work on these homeworks, and if you have question about them, as I said before, feel free to send message to my WhatsApp number in the description and comments.